The wind howled as 14-year-old Mira trudged along the deserted dirt road, her tattered backpack her only companion. 2 weeks had passed since the tsunami destroyed her village, washing away everything she loved, her parents, friends, and even her dog. She had clung to a piece of driftwood to survive, but now her survival felt hollow. Her only hope lay in the mountains, where rumors spoke of a hidden cabin once used as a refuge. The forest grew darker as she pressed on, its shadows creeping closer, every branch's crackle sounding like a whisper. But Mira refused to stop. She had nowhere else to go. When she found the cabin just before nightfall, her heart sank. Its walls were scorched black, its windows empty and lifeless. A cold gust greeted her as she pushed open the creaking door, carrying with it a faint, sorrowful sob. Inside, the air was damp and cold. Mira lit her scavenged lantern, the faint glow revealing walls carved with symbols she didn't recognize. Some were smeared with what looked like dried blood. On a rickety table lay a diary, its pages fluttering as though touched by unseen hands. Her fingers trembling, Mira opened it. The first words chilled her. "If you're reading this, you are not alone. The shadows here are alive. They mimic voices, faces, memories. Don't trust what you see." "Mira," the voice was soft, familiar. Mira froze. "Mom," she whispered, her voice shaking. A shadow shifted in the corner, curling like smoke. Mira stumbled back, clutching the diary. Its next page warned her, "They fear light. Don't let the lantern go out." Over the next few days, the cabin revealed its horrors. The shadows weren't just alive. They knew her deepest pain. They showed her memories of the tsunami, her mother's scream, her father's desperate hand reaching for her before the waves swallowed him. "You let us die," whispered a voice, low and accusing. "No," Mira cried, tears streaking her face. "I tried to save you." The shadows circled her, forming grotesque shapes of her parents. She raised the lantern, its flickering light forcing them back, but it was dimming. She searched desperately for oil and found nothing. Despair clawed at her as she turned to the diary's final page. "To survive, face the truth. Only then will the shadows leave you." That night, Mira sat on the floor, the lantern's weak light casting trembling shadows. They surrounded her, whispering accusations, replaying the moments she wanted to forget. "I'm sorry," she whispered, her voice breaking. "I couldn't save you. I was weak." The shadows paused, shifting as if to listen. Mira straightened, her voice stronger. "But I'm still here. I'll honor you by living. You wouldn't want me to give up." The shadows shrieked and lunged. The lantern sputtered once and went out. For a moment, Mira was consumed by darkness. Then deep inside her, a warmth stirred. A soft light began to radiate from her chest, flooding the room. The shadows recoiled, screaming as they dissolved into nothingness. It was my guilt. As dawn broke, Mira stepped outside into the golden light. The forest was still. The cabin, once ominous, now seemed ordinary, just another abandoned house. "It wasn't the shadows I feared," she murmured. "It was my guilt." She turned toward the mountains, her heart lighter, her resolve stronger. "I survived for you," she whispered. The wind stirred, carrying a faint, loving voice. "We know